All parties have already recognized that the environment is significant to the socio-economic aspect, human and animal life. It is the foundation that all sectors, both public or private, consider as significant concern. Laos is the member of Global Environmental Organization. Therefore, the socio-economic development is conducted within the environmental protection laws and regulation framework that aims for a better environment every day in order to accomplish the defined directions. Laos has to follow the global trend on environmental significance, which is to becoming carbon neutral, sustainable food, greenwashing. The Environment Protection Fund of the Lao PDR has already performed in the environmental protection trend as a member country to preserve natural resources and the environment to be abundant and sustainable. The Environment Protection Fund, EPF, is a government fund established in 2005 to grab and raising funds from domestic and international sources in various ways, and then financing to respond to the effective and sustainable natural resources management and environmental protection, biodiversity conservation, and community development in all areas of the Lao PDR. EPF's financing supports are operated through project implementation and channels from the national, provincial, and district levels. The environmental and social projects in Laos. Phase 2 is a project to strengthen the environmental management system, especially the protection of conservative forests, the enforcement of aquatic animals and wildlife laws, and the Environment and Social Impact Assessment (ESIA). There are three components of LENS 2. There are three components of LENS 2. Component 1, Institution Development and Capacity Building. Component 2, Management of Wildlife and Protected Areas. Component 3, Project Management and EPF Capacity Building. The Lao Environment and Society Project, Phase 2, LENS 2, initially operated on July 4, 2014, which supported by 48 projects through 2 windows: Policy Implementation and Capacity Enhancement, PICE, for 28 projects, and the Biodiversity and Community Investment, CBI, for 20 projects, with a total budget $38.83 million. In the previous implementation, the Environmental Protection Fund can allocate its budget according to the following components. Component 1, Institution Development and Capacity Building, provided budget about $19.11 million. Component 2, Management of Wildlife and Protected Areas, provided budget about $12.15 million. Component 3, Project Management of EPF Capacity Building, supported $5.14 million. Moreover, the budget for the operation of the project was $0.75 million. The 48 projects has produced great performance and consist of 4 main groups as follows: Conservation Forest Management, Aquatic Animals and Wildlife Law Enforcement, Environmental Management Planning, Education and Capacity Building. All project has been carried out effectively and achieved the set objective LENS 2 project, which include strengthening capacity on the management and protection of conservation forests, and community engagement in the natural resources, and environmental protection in conservation forests. In addition, the law enforcement in all levels in all areas surrounding the aquatic animals and wildlife preservation project has been implemented and applied along with the preservation, conservation, data collection, social impact assessment work, and biodiversity studies for contributing to the teaching-learning system of related sectors, particularly the endangered plants and animals and new species that calculate the value. Overall, the Lens 2 has been implemented as a set plans and policies with many achievements, such as the management of conservation forests that can achieve many outstanding activities as follows. Nam Ek Phuley was officially accredited as a national park in early 2020 for the implementation of managing conservation forest and national park by the engagement of the community and related sectors of the district and province. There were some technical trainings on long-term community engagement mechanism for 48 villages through the land use planning processes, promote village development funds, and conservation agreements. Lao Win's activities have found 667 offending cases. Lao Win's capacity index is achieved 87% and another 30% will be continued to carry out under the Lao Landscape and Livelihood Projects, or LLL. The action plan and the operating manual for the Lao Win have been approved and trained to enhance the capacity of Lao Win staff in the domestic and international levels. Totally, 648 persons have been trained for the data collection and entry into crime info system. There are 166 cases across the country. Environmental Planning and Management Group. The knowledge and capacity of provincial and district environmental staff in Vientiane Province have been enhanced. The investment projects and activities without the ECC have been inspected and monitored and encouraged to prepare for and obtain the ECC for more than 90%. The ES impacts caused by investment projects has been resolved and decreased. The first environmental report of Vientiane Province has been approved and published successfully. Over the past 6 years of project implementation, there are some outstanding achievements as follows. Having focused on curriculum improvement of the Faculty of Natural Sciences related to environmental conservation and supported teachers to conduct 18 natural science related to subjects and publish 1,800 textbooks, in which there are 877 students benefited, and there are 19 trainings conducted with 916 participants. Particularly, the 12th inspection of conservation forests at John Voy Mountain have been conducted. The professor-teacher have gained more scientific data, such as the characteristics of plants in high evergreen forests, in which there are 122 plant families within 536 types classified, and have collected information on 226 animal types, including fish, reptiles, amphibians, insects, and invertebrate animals. In addition, the new global type of plant has been found, which is called Begonia pujamboensis.